Oh yes, I forgot we were doing the blood orange cider from Tractor Brewing.
Wait,
we gotta open. Yeah, we go open. Okay, right. One.
Let's do the ASMR.
2. I definitely opened on 2.
But I think our snaps.
It was pretty. It was
there.
pretty synchronized. Yeah.
What were we talking about? Welcome back to the Garden Shed Podcast episode 2022.
Okay, I'm good.
There's a little more ASMR for him.
Right in your ear.
We're gonna cut that and add it to the intro song because that's what we did last time.
It's just because I know people hate that in their ear. Add that to the intro song. Oh, that is in the intro song. If you listen closely, there's our synchronized burp in the intro song.
We probably already played the intro. Go back. To the last 4 seconds, you're gonna hear a synchronized burp from both of us.
Intro, go. Yeah. Okay, so what's new? What's going on? You were talking about that show Echo.
Nothing, man. Yeah, I got a little beef. No, I'm just kidding.
Got a little beef.
I think I saw that it had bad reviews, but I was like, no, it's not gonna jade me. And I watched it.
You know what? Sometimes it's hard with reviews. Because you have people that'll say that something is totally trash. It's not good. Don't watch it. And you watch it and you're like, what was so bad about it? I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
Right? I don't know.
Whatever. Fuck you.
I think that's one of those you kind of just got to make it up for yourself.
It was okay. It was okay. Daredevil popped up.
What's it about? I actually don't know. Anything about it.
This girl, she's deaf.
So the opposite of Daredevil. You got the blind superhero. You got the deaf superhero.
That was actually a really cool part. Yeah, they fought each other.
Oh, interesting.
And then, Kingpin was in the show. He was a good character. I thought Kingpin was almost kind of stole the show.
Oh, really?
He was doing a really good job as the character. It was just all right. Nothing big happened. There was no huge MCU connectivity besides a little Daredevil cameo.
Oh, there you go. You know what? It might have been funny is if they would have had the Kingpin from the Spider-Verse kind of show up. Because, at the end of the movie, all of a sudden he's kind of going through, he's seeing other universes. He's seeing his daughter and his wife kind of in these alternate timelines.
In which one?
In the Spider-Verse.
The first or second one?
The first one. Because remember, the whole point is that he's trying to bring his kid, I think it's his son and his wife into this reality or into his reality, right?
Totally don't remember that.
That's okay. Anyway, at the end of the movie, they're have the almost, I don't know, super collider or whatever the hell on, and basically he's kind of seeing these alternate timelines, and they see him beating the shit out of Spider-Man, and now all of a sudden his wife and kid are freaked out and trying to run away, and he's like, no, don't leave. So it'd be kind of funny if all of a sudden in that one you have Kingpin. You want help? You want the producer to help you? We have our lovely new producer on set today. Say hello, producer.
Hi.
And we have an editor on set. Say hello, editor.
Yo.
Jonathan.
Oh, he's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
We got a full house today.
Oh, Fuller House. Do you ever watch that show?
No.
Did you watch Full House?
I did watch Full House.
I watched that every day,
TV all
right
the time.
before school. It was middle school would be playing, right at the time frame that I would be getting ready for school.
Is
So
that
I'd
Nickelodeon or something?
I think I don't remember.
They're on multiple channels.
Yeah. But I'd get up a little bit early, right? Because I'm okay, I want to watch the whole episode. And then my dad would be like, okay, time to go, brush your teeth, get ready for, the bus. And I'm like, Dad, shush, let me finish this episode. Stop.
Bob Siegel or Seagal?
I thought it was Seagal. But I also just felt like Siegel's kind of weird for a name. I don't know.
Dude, you have to watch Entourage. It's so funny.
What is Entourage? I haven't heard of that.
Bob Seagal has hella cameos in it.
Bob Siegel.
Seagal. Entourage, it's an HBO show about, I I think it's actually loosely based on Mark Wahlberg and his buddies going around Hollywood, making deals with the agents and the managers. Everybody's always on the phone. No, fuck you. You're gonna hire Vincent Chase for our movie. And then they just do a bunch of movies and make hell of money. Whatever.
That's cool. That's interesting.
You probably like it.
Yeah, probably. Did you watch any more of The Brother's Son?
No, I didn't.
What did you think of the first episode? I know you were kind of like making dinner, maybe not fully
It was
watching,
sick.
but
I would like to like sit down and
like there's some like badass
Try
kung
to
fu
enjoy
going
it.
on in there though, you know.
that was something I wanted better analyze.
And I got through the whole season, and honestly, like, no, it's pretty good. It has a like nice story arc. A lot of it, honestly, is really predictable, I would say. But like they kind of get you at the bigger points where it becomes a little less predictable. But like one of my favorite points is because you have one of the sons, for context here. You have one of the sons being raised in the United States and the other one in Taiwan. So, right, they're both from this family that's like the head of one of the triads. So it's like this whole like gangster mob type family. Anyway, his dad is the head, but never met his dad. So now all of a sudden his brother's in town because he needs to protect the mom. Because that's the whole Asian culture. You need to protect the family, right? But discovers like his brother is basically useless, doesn't know what he's doing.
There's an echo of that storyline in Echo.
In Echo, look at that. Interesting. So yeah, no, as the show goes on, one of my favorite scenes is when you have the dad finally get to the United States and you have the like worthless son end up shooting his dad because his dad doesn't think he's going to do it. He's like, go ahead, shoot me. Like, you won't do it. And then he shoots him in the stomach and he's like, fuck, you shot me, but you didn't even kill me. You're so worthless. You're going to shoot me, at least kill me.
Depends. Do we want you to bleed out?
Well, yeah, I don't want to spoil too much on as to why he shot him. He did shoot him in the stomach for a specific reason, though. But no, it was a pretty good show.
I'm down to watch it. What else? Have you heard about Deadpool 3?
I'm aware that it's happening. I haven't even seen like a trailer. Have you seen a trailer?
I think it had no.
Hey, producer, can you pull up
It definitely has
a trailer for Deadpool 3?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
This is why we have a producer. There we go.
We all have phones too. We have an.
I just feel bad every time we're on
camera.
the show and I end up like being on my phone because I'm like looking up the next thing. I always kind of just feel bad about it. Like I feel like I'm not paying attention to you. You know what I mean?
It's our fucking show. We do whatever we want.
That's true. It could just be an hour and a half of us just on our phones.
We'd at least get like a view
Yeah, we would, honestly.
because we're that good looking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll have some good self-worth.
The new stud on the show. He's gonna steal all of our fucking viewership, man.
Oh, she got it.
Oh. Go. Oh, it's actually out? Is this legit?
I'm not going to have the sound too loud. We always get copyrighted. Oh, you know what? I did know that the X-Men were going to be in it. I had a regular at the bar tell me that. But in fairness, I didn't know which version of the X-Men we were going to be getting.
Was that the TVA?
That was, yeah, I was about to say that was from Loki.
Fuck.
Okay. So we got like a Deadpool X-Men mashup leading us into the whole MCU.
Yes, hopefully. I think they're traversing the multiverse.
I like this. This is good.
Did you watch Loki season 2?
Oh, I did.
It was good.
It was. Oh, it was so sad to me when he's like finally gets into the timeline that he ends up in and no one knows who he is. And he's like, come on, we're like friends.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember me. Thank you.
Okay. What do you think?
I'm excited.
That looks pretty sick.
I didn't know which version of X-Men we were getting. I just knew that the X-Men were going to be in it. To be honest, I thought it was going to be a new X-Men. Kind of like when we saw, oh God, what was the movie that they had like an alternate version of the X-Men and they like all got like slaughtered? It was one of the The newer Marvel movies. You don't know.
Newer version of the X-Men? Oh, I'm thinking of Mr. Fantastic.
Well, yeah, it was just like an alternate timeline X-Men, whatever it was.
And just like a quick thing in one of the movies.
What was the movie? What was the movie? I don't know. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of the newer ones that came out within the last like 4 or 5 years. And they had the X-Men. The only one who was still the same was Patrick Stewart. He was still playing Professor Xavier, but everyone else was different. And literally like that, they all got like taken out.
Oh. Fuck.
You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of, yeah.
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 I don't know.
I remember.
Hey, can you look
Xavier.
up the movie?
Twice.
No, it wasn't an X-Men movie.
It was no like modern MCU, right?
I think it was a different
Like
one. Like, just look up Marvel movies that have the X-Men in it. There's going to be so many on the list.
Fucking.
I don't know. Anyway.
Guardian. No.
My whole point, though, was simply that I just didn't know if we would be getting, like, an alternate timeline X-Men like that, or if we were going to get, like, the same old one that we had been having. So, like, it's kind of cool to see, like, obviously we have the same Logan, and we're going to have, like, the same X-Men in general.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Is that what it was? Is that what it was? I think it was.
Xavier was in that one.
Yes, okay.
So was Mr.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Stretch
because it was it was
into spaghetti.
Oh yeah,
And
because it was the
then
Scarlet Witch.
fucking-
Scarlet Witch just like
Yeah,
fucked them all up.
she did.
And there's that dude that like does the like scream and like zipped his mouth up and he like blew his own head up.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was Doctor Strange.
That was there you go.
Was
You
that
got
was
it.
that what you were thinking of?
It was 100%.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
I pulled it out.
Thank you for finding that piece of information somewhere in the archives of your memory.
I didn't hear a word you're saying. I was just searching through my database. You're talking about Spider-Man?
No, well about that I was just wondering if like maybe they bring in a different cast. Because this would be a time where, you know, Disney could do whatever they want.
For X-Men?
Yeah. So it's kind of cool that they're going to bring
They're gonna have to.
they're gonna
but I
bring back
think
the
they're-
same ones.
They're milking Hugh Jackman for this last bit, and Deadpool.
Honestly,
But, I
yeah,
mean,
I'd have a
how
hard
much
time.
more can you do?
I'd have a hard time seeing anyone else as Wolverine now. Like I
It'd be
just
hard for them to
associate.
just ditch
him
the
with
character
Wolverine.
because he's the
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Well, because I definitely like Professor Xavier is Patrick Stewart, right? And I just have a hard time seeing certain
Oh,
characters.
I like that other guy, the younger version of him.
Oh, I forgot that actor's name, but yes, I know who you're talking about.
That was a good cast.
Mm-hmm. I think that was Days of Future Past.
I
right?
think we talked about that one time a few months ago, like a year ago, probably. I binged all those movies.
Yeah, I think so. That
They were
sounds-
really well done, and I hope those are like.
Did you ever finally watch the Logan movie? Not the one where like everyone's like dead and it's just him and Professor Xavier, like the earlier origin one. It's like the Wolverine origin movie.
And what happens in that one?
He's like back in the Civil War with his brother, and it kind of goes up to like modern day, and it kind of actually shows how he got his forgot what the metal's called, but like it was bone originally,
I
but now he has a new
did.
claws and it's made out of that metal.
Alyssa, it has Liev Schreiber as his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Alyssa and I watched that one just recently, and they showed this the surgery when they put him underwater
Yep.
with the younger
It's literally like his origin movie.
Strider. What's his name? Lieutenant Strider or whatever.
Yeah.
Striker.
And then it's
Riker.
interesting because then they do Days of Future Past, and all of a sudden he's back to the bone again,
Mhm.
and he's like not used
He's
to
like in the
that.
70s.
He's like, oh, like shit.
but they almost killed him when they were doing it.
Yeah,
He like died for a second. And they were like,
yeah.
and then he came back. I was thinking about that. Like, what?
He's got that super healing.
I was trying to think of the science of like what was going down with the transfusion. But
You know,
anyway, it was-
honestly, like how would you
Ugh.
kill Wolverine?
just how are
Like,
they
if you think
sharp?
about it, like how are you gonna go about killing him if he has the ability to heal? I mean, if you can like hit him fast enough.
Well, I think you can cut his head off.
Oh, would that kill him?
I think so.
Probably. Because what I'm
What's he gonna
thinking,
do? Grow a fucking
what I'm
head?
thinking
That's
is
weird.
you capture him because he's been captured before. So you capture him and then you just literally bury him like under like 50 feet of dirt and concrete, and he's just fucking trapped in there. So he's not dead, but he'll never be coming out.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Didn't he drown in a couple scenes? And then he came back.
Was that in Days of Future Past? Or was
Like
it
he had
something
all
else?
the rebar through. Yeah, Days of Future Past probably. Magneto put all the rebar through him and threw him in the river.
Yes.
So what if he was there for years? Would his body just continuously keep healing itself?
Maybe. I don't know.
So that way he would stop. He wouldn't like
Oh.
decay.
Oh, that makes me think.
He could just sit on the bottom of the ocean and like.
Did you ever see that show where suddenly like everyone has the ability to like super heal? And it's kind of weird because then the government's trying to like categorize everyone. Because then you have like group 1, which is everyone, like the normal people. You have group 2 is people who should have died, but because this weird thing's been going on, they were able to live. Like maybe they got shot in the heart and it like passed through, their heart totally healed and everything, and now they're like good. Like if the whole whatever's been going on stopped, like ceased, the group 2 would still be alive.
This is a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't seen.
And then group 3 is like you're only alive because this thing is going on, and the second this thing stops going on, like you will be dead. Like one girl, for example, got her head snapped back, and she was like still alive, but like walking all fucking backwards. So like she's only alive because of that. The second that they like maybe fix whatever's been going on, group 3 is all gonna die. So then it was weird because then they just started burning the bodies, and I was like, but I thought they like couldn't die. So I feel like I don't know. It's a weird plot point on that. Which made me think of it. It was a weird show. It was like a little mini series.
I've been in a bat. I've been binging a lot of content. Like
Yeah,
I come
like-
home from work, I got YouTube in one ear, and I like be watching TV too.
Got YouTube going.
And I'll be playing a game on my phone back and forth. I'm just like
Oh no, you're becoming a Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha. What's that? The new one?
That's the newest
And
one.
they're just
That'd be like
totally
my
immersed?
sister, like my little sister. Yeah,
So Gen
they're
Alpha.
immersed in the Spider
That doesn't
Verse.
sound. That sounds scary.
That sounds scary.
That sounds like the what's it?
Yeah,
called?
my sister will have TV on and she's like watching on her iPad.
What's it called when we have like a symbiosis with technology?
I don't know. You become an automaton, I guess. I don't know what the word is you're looking for.
There's a word for it.
Like when you're a cyborg. That's more like when your body's like
The symbiote. No.
well, a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, but there's okay. Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know what you're
Maybe-
looking for.
producer can look for that.
What am I looking for?
Yeah, I don't know what she's
When
looking
you-
for either.
when
Honestly,
humans have like a symbiotic relationship with technology.
she's gonna come across like philosophical words.
Oh, no,
and
AI.
stuff.
It's like when AI becomes fucking self-aware.
What?
When AI is.
You see,
smart
now
enough-
I've lost you because I don't know where we're going with this. I wouldn't even know what to look up if I was looking it up.
Sounds like you're looking up Skynet at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
honestly.
much. No, when Skynet arrives, there's no
Uh-huh.
reason for our bodies anymore.
Oh,
So to me,
okay,
Gen
yeah.
Alpha sounds like the crossover between
Oh,
humans
no.
just uploading their brains into machines.
Oh yeah, okay. I see where you're going with that.
But there's a word I'm looking for. I think it's AI sentience or something like that. There's another word.
Do you think
Anyway.
eventually people are going to start uploading their consciousness, or do you think it's going to be more like Wall-E and we're just going to be like,
No, absolutely. I think the only way we're going to be able to travel really far across the galaxy if we don't have some kind of cool
oh, like Avatar?
wormhole tech is we're going to have avatars. We'll ship the avatars on our spaceship and then we'll just upload our brains through the cloud.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get on another planet.
You know, I was reading a book that sort of was
Then
similar
we
to
can
that.
switch back and forth.
It was Old Man's War, and it wasn't about trying to transport people per se. It was about old people that are going to be dying. They get signed up for the military, and you're basically saying like, I'm signing my life away. But I'm talking about people that are like terminally ill. They're gonna
Yeah.
die in the next couple of years because they're so old, like those
Old
type of people.
geezers.
And they take them and they literally take their mind and transfer it into like a new body, but it's like a superhuman body. You know, like better smell, better taste,
Wait, what's it
better
called?
vision. Old Man's War.
Fuck, that sounds sick. But that sounds
pretty
like
interesting.
altered carbon. Didn't I tell you about that?
No, but I've heard of it before.
In altered carbon, they've colonized like the galaxy, and there's huge colonizations and
Okay.
cities on other planets, and that's how the rich people live forever and both travel around from planet to planet. Is they just upload their consciousness into their different avatars,
Oh,
and they might have different avatars that
you have your
look.
little like summer home
They
colony.
could be a chick
and
and
your
they're a
little...
different avatar, and if they want to live that life, or they might have a different body for whatever avatar they want.
Interesting. Well, that's kind of like that movie where everyone was like walking around in like robot bodies, like they're really inside of like a little pod or whatever, but like they go about their day inside of like robots. And there was like one point where the guy was like saying something to some like executive lady, and she's like, "I'm a lady." And the dude's all like, "You could be a fat ass Asian dude holding your dick right now for all I know. Like, you're inside of a pod. I don't know what you look like."
That's weird.
Yeah. Stuff like that is
You
weird to
seen
think
the
about.
Tesla bot.
I heard about it, but I've not seen it. I did see the barista bot though. There's a cafe that literally has like a robot that does all the like coffee. It literally like grinds it and tamps it and makes your latte.
Oh, dude, there's cool robot. There's a Samsung robot coming out. It's kind of like a little dog.
Oh,
I forget what it does, but it looks
little
pretty cool.
puppers.
It looks like cooler than all the rest of the toy robots that have come out. But the
Tell me
Tesla,
about the Tesla one.
dude, that one looks like iRobot. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
With
Actually, one of my favorite ones.
Will Smith.
With Will
That's a
Smith.
great movie.
We don't like him anymore, but that's okay. I still like the movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie though. But no, the Tesla bot looks just fucking like those almost.
Oh, like those ones.
And it's supposed to be either like a industrial. I don't know if it's meant to be like a house bot or if it works at like your business in the factory or something, but
It's interesting.
it looks crazy.
You know what? One of my favorite scenes in
I
that
probably
movie
just-
was when you have all the old robots in the little storage units, and all of a sudden, like Will Smith is like booking it, and
He's everywhere.
the robots are like trying to like kill him, and all of a sudden you have the old robots pop out and literally jump on the robots, and they're like human in danger, human in danger,
Oh, yeah.
and they start fucking them up because they're not
Because they didn't get
violent,
the software
like they're not
update.
gonna fight or anything, but they're just trying to like throw themselves on him to give him a second to run out.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, the poor old robots, they didn't deserve that.
Okay. You ready for this?
Hit me with that.
It's called Optimus. It's Gen 2.
Optimus Prime. That's cute. Any sound? No?
So Gen 1 was in March 2023, and now there's Gen 2 of this.
You know, he's giving me a little bit of like RoboCop vibes.
It looks like an iPhone launch.
Wild. What's the metal? Do you know?
Fucking unobtainium from the fucking
Uh-huh.
Pandora.
Mm,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know what planet it came from, but fucking.
Oh, and then they got all the little Tesla trucks right there. Huh.
You have thoughts on the Cybertruck? I think
It just looks ugly. That's my
You think
big
it's ugly?
thing. It looks
it
so
looks like a
bad.
kid drew it, but
Yeah. Oh, now it has sound.
what the fuck?
There we go.
Yeah, you can like hold eggs. Pretty soon it's gonna be making you breakfast.
Oh, that's pretty good,
It's
especially
gonna
because you
hop
know
in the-
obviously
it's
an
gonna
egg's
hop in the Tesla,
pretty gentle.
put on the autopilot, but just be there just in case to like, you know.
That has been the problem, huh? With people not paying attention, they're like taking a nap, they're reading a book, whatever, and their Tesla like hits someone.
I want a Tesla robot. I'll treat it like family.
Treat it like family.
It'd be so fun, dude.
There you go.
Tesla bot. We take Ginger outside for a walk.
I don't
and
know.
we come back and
I'm
make
gonna be
it-
honest. I feel like I'm gonna be like Will Smith, and I'm gonna be like a little anti-robot. I'm gonna be like, I don't know, man.
We gotta be nice, dude.
Maybe they're gonna like overthrow us. Who knows?
Like, look, I'll get you that upgrade on payday. You know, you've been talking about new battery. Like, whatever you want.
Well, see, what would be nice about it too is you could have like the Tesla bot working on like editing for us or whatever. You know, we put
Dude,
Jonathan out of
free
a job.
intern.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. He doesn't even hear us right now.
It probably wouldn't even have to type. It can just like Wi-Fi connect to the computer.
Just be like doing
the
everything.
computer.
The pewter.
Do a bunch of shit. know what I mean? Just wirelessly connect and like edit a video.
Can
in, like,
you
2 seconds?
pull up the first bit of stuff we were going to go over? I think that's a picture that we're starting with. Or you can start with one of the links. It doesn't
You
matter.
got pics?
Only for you, baby.
We can't
She's
show those
ready.
on the phone.
Don't look. Okay. So this is kind of similar to just kind of some stuff we've been talking about before.
Would you like me to read this?
Sure. It's basically just kind of talking about this potential ancient civilization that we've kind of mentioned before.
Okay, so now we're back. Welcome back to GRE, Joe Rogan Podcast, where we get our conspiracy theory juices flowing. I'm just kidding.
Tanks under Walmart.
This is History Time with Eris and Jay.
Have you heard the tanks under Walmart conspiracy theory?
Tanks under Walmart?
You haven't heard that one?
Yes and no. I think there's a lot of deep underground military bases. They call them dumps.
Yeah, and they think that's what's been going on with like these Walmarts. Like, why are they always closed down? Why are they always under construction? I hear like the sound of military equipment.
Maybe.
I'm like, I don't know.
They're all underneath mountains, and you could probably go from New York to LA underground or Denver to New York or something.
Wouldn't put it past the government to want that kind of ability.
Okay, so I'm looking at a picture here. It looks like Dune.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the picture. I think they just did it for clickbait, if we're being honest.
Sneak peek of Dune 2. It is widely believed that a global civilization with a shared culture once ruled over the earth in ancient times. Dr. Vomostath Batoa,
Yeah, I don't know whoever that is.
a researcher from Hawaii, asserts that the civilization emerged after a catastrophic event known as the Flood.
The
Dun,
flood.
dun, dun. I think I did that last
You know what? I was just listening to this podcast on the history of China, and they were talking about this great flood and how it led into Chinese civilization. So I definitely was like, that's weird. Like every civilization has
How
their
long ago
little
was
flood
that?
myth.
Because doesn't China claim they're 2,000 or 4,000 years old?
This would have been just after the Younger Dryas, which is what that guy was talking about on that show. That's the end of the Ice Age.
Well, that was like 13 or 10, right?
Yeah, well, that would be about 12,000 years ago, give or take.
Damn, so China's been popping for a long time.
Oh yeah. The Middle Kingdom started.
But I thought China had.
I think the Middle Kingdom started about 2000 BCE, which would be about 4,000 years ago. But before then,
Okay,
I mean, there was
that's
civilization going on.
Right, but
That's why it's called
officially-
the Middle Kingdom. That's just because that's when they started writing. We literally didn't know how to write before then. Like that was the problem. Like
where's the line of
Yeah.
what's good? What's
that's
official
that's why it's called
civilization?
prehistory, because it's pre-written history.
Okay.
They just kind of have to separate it at some point. So anyway, Egypt and China both kind of came up with
Uh-oh.
writing
We
around
need
the time.
We need the producer again.
Well, no, anyway, that's basically what that was talking
Okay.
about. Is this guy is basically arguing for it. He's kind of looking at all these different like flood myths and stuff like that, and kind of like, it kind of makes sense that there would have been. I think it names it. Actually, can I see it again? Because I think he has a name for it, and I never seen like anyone name it, and I was like, that's weird. I don't think there's really a name for it.
It's called the Younger.
So that
Forest.
Dr. Bader refers to the civilization as Tamana, a term used by ancient civilizations to describe their towns. So I thought that was kind of interesting that it's like there's this ancient civilization potentially. And the names that we find in a lot of different cultures for towns is the same.
Okay.
Like, why would people, in one part of the world have the same name for a town as the people in another part of the world? That's kind of weird,
That is weird. Is it language root? And
I mean, I don't know, because there's not enough, right? That's just that little
guess
picture. I would need a
inner philosophy, like you would attach the same words and meanings to similar things. I don't know.
Well, no, because that's not how languages work, Every language that is more or less independent is completely different in their wording for things.
Wow.
It's only when you have that intermingling of language that you start finding commonalities,
Have you seen Arrival, Alien movie?
I didn't. I saw the trailer for it,
Dang.
and it looked interesting.
Dude, I've seen it
I
like 5
never
times.
watched it,
It's a
though.
great alien flick.
Yeah, so I know the aliens arrive, and they're trying to communicate with them the whole movie, and that's the whole movie, right? Like, they're trying to communicate with them. Did they ever actually communicate with them?
Yeah, they figure out the communication. They
Are you fucking kidding me?
Finish my beer.
Spoiler
Cider.
alert.
They figure out how to communicate. They're like tentacle like creatures, and they put up this ink and they make these signals or symbols. We figure out how to communicate.
Is this talking like Chicken Little? You have all the aliens with their little like.
They're not
tentacle-
robotic though. They're in like sick ass ship. But anyway, it was a really good premise of the story. I'm trying to put it all together here. They were offering us a gift and technology. Oh, okay. This is a lot to unpack in that
Go
movie.
ahead, yeah. I don't
So
know.
through the way they speak language, you can see through time. So just by learning their language, you can see into
This is
the
giving me some
future.
real Interstellar vibes since we were just talking about that.
It was crazy. So they're like, we have a gift for you. Once they learned how to translate, they're like, no, we have technology. We have a gift for you. And they're like, okay, what is it? You better get the fuck out of here or they're going to start bombing you. What's the gift?
Weird.
And then they finally figured it out that it was the language because this lady started having visions of the future.
That's
I
fascinating.
thought it was sick.
Fascinating. Yeah.
But then I was going to ask you before I went off on that. How long do you think it would take to interpret an alien language once it comes to us?
Well, let's ask it
Are they
this
gonna
way.
have vocal cords?
You're
and talk-
saying when
let's
it
say
when it
talk like
comes
us.
to us, like, are we able to actually interact?
Like, let's say it's like
with
fucking
them?
Klingon.
Are we able to interact with them though?
Yeah,
Or
let's
are you
say
saying
they're
like
Klingon.
we're just getting a message and we're not getting where you can't like actually
Oh.
interact? That'd be different, right?
Right. It could take us.
Is
20
it
years
written?
to
Is it
understand a signal.
verbal? Are we literally face to face
Face to
talking?
face with a Klingon, first time ever. English versus Klingon.
Well, I think at that point,
They never
part of
showed that in Star
part
Trek,
of the
did they?
question would be how willing are they to also try to like interact on language, right? Because you might have an alien species, Klingon might be an example, that they might not really give a shit
So
about
regular-
talking.
and
Like, why
Star-
would they want to talk to you? They're like, I just want to conquer.
Could somebody who speaks English learn Klingon?
It's on Duolingo, so yeah.
It's okay.
It's
was
and
like,
the part
it's
I
not
hate
like-
about that is that when I was going to Thailand, I wanted to learn Thai. Not on there. You know what it is? Fucking Klingon.
Klingon?
And the one from oh god, what, like Valkyrie or something like that? I forgot what it's called.
From what?
The TV show that's like ye old. I never watched it. So.
Ye old Valkyrie.
Ye old. Come on, Jay, help me out here. It's like literally one of the most popular TV shows within the last like decade.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, dude. Oh yeah, Valkyrie.
You're killing me right now. It's gonna hit me here in like 10 minutes when we move on to something else. I'm just gonna shout it.
That's what happens to me.
Oh, are you switching beers? Okay, well, give me one too. I need to see what it tastes like. Social Hour from Santa Fe Brewing Company.
These are one of the only things I get now. I like the Voodoo Rangers.
Oh yeah, he
Like
introduced me to the Voodoo Rangers. It's been a really good time. You ready?
Oh, fuck.
He's ignoring me. I'm just gonna. Oh. Ooh.
We're bad. How many podcasts have we done and not drinking alcohol?
Is it an IPA? He laughs. You don't know what it is, do you?
It's a hazy
Is it a wheat beer?
wit style.
It's a
What
wheat
is
beer.
that? Wheat?
Well, okay.
So it's like a Hefeweizen,
Wit
right?
is referring to Belgium. It's a Belgian wheat
Oh.
beer, which is what Blue Moon is. But hazy is referring to it still
It's not
has the
German, it's
yeast
Belgian.
in it. You don't take the yeast out, which makes it taste more fruity for whatever reason. So it's like a Blue Moon kind of. I mean, but in this case, it's like a fruity wheat beer.
This is why I've had a yeast infection for months.
Oh my god!
I don't know what I'm saying.
Game of Thrones,
From what?
the TV show that's like ye old. I never watched it. So.
Ye old Valkyrie?
Ye old. I knew it was gonna hit me. There it
Oh,
is.
there it
They have one of the languages from Game of Thrones in Klingon, but not Thai.
Dothraki?
I thought it was like Valkyrian or something.
Oh,
Valkyrie.
Valyrian.
Yep. I never watched the show.
Dude,
so.
don't even mention Game of Thrones. I would talk about that for 6 podcasts.
I've never watched it.
I know. You're a fucker.
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't read any of it either?
No.
It's
And then
a
all of a sudden
cool
everyone's
story,
like, oh, will they get to the whole winter's coming? It was lame. But I guess the books
So
are
what was
better.
lame?
The, like winter is coming, it finally hits. in like the last episode or two, and it was super lame.
Dude, that was the best fucking part. Winter is coming. Jon Snow. Dude.
But I guess they get to it.
The hype was off.
Like the hype was there, but it gets to it, and apparently it was like
the last season, maybe like the second half of the last season, they kind of fucked it up. Disappointed most of the fans. But everything leading up to that was so fucking lit. Jon Snow's story, lit. Daenerys, they fucked it up. He torched the whole city, fucked everything up. I don't even remember what happens at the very end because I was so pissed about it.
Just add some of that on top of there.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
This is like what you do at the bar for me. What's it called? A blood orange?
Yeah, the blood orange with the haymaker honey wheat.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, can you pull up the next thing? I think it's a link. I don't know if it's an article or a video. We'll find out.
House of the Dragon season 2, that should be coming out this year.
I watched like half of the first episode.
Oh,
this is back from when we were doing like closer to Halloween, and I never got to show you this video, but I said, fuck it. You know what? This is like, it doesn't even matter.
Halloween's
We're just going to watch it now.
year-round holiday anyway, so.
Okay, ready? We got our little delivery guy doing his thing. Oh. Hello? What is happening? I don't know. It's just white. I've never seen.
So I'm going to grow my hair back out. What do you think?
I think it looks
Especially
good.
when
I kind of miss your long hair.
When I look back, I had hair like
you.
Jonathan. When I look back at all of our old episodes, I'm like, damn.
Jonathan, do you want to show what your hair looks like real quick? He's ignoring us. I know he can
Jonathan,
hear us.
we need you on set, man.
He's ignoring us.
What?
Show your hair real quick. You can even do the back of your head. You don't even have to show your face. We're talking about your hair.
Face.
We're trying to show what your hair looks like.
This is Jonathan, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm growing my hair back out like that.
Okay, here we go. We got it going. Let's get this. We got a little Amazon delivery guy. Like, okay, fair. You know, I'd be a little upset too. Kind of tripping and stumbling my way in.
Some of these ones are faked.
I don't know if this one is, though. If I'm being honest. Like, I actually think this guy tripped, and I think he's just been having a bad week, and he was just done.
So he sat there and thought about it.
Jonathan is sending texts to this phone right now, so we're getting all of his texts as well. Hi, Jonathan. Oh. He said hi.
He said hi back. Oh, fuck. What should we say?
What should we say?
Say, I think you're cute.
Hey, wait here. Let me fast forward a little bit. Because all of a sudden, you see him like, I done fucked up. What did he say? I think you guys are cute. And you put like a little like cute hearty emoji.
That's what working customer service does too, man.
Look, he came back. So he actually had left. Just to show you, he went out to the van. And then he comes back. And look what he's going to do. He pulls out his wallet and he literally shows it to the camera. And he's like, here you go. That'll make up for it, right? He gives him like $20. I'm like,
$20 for fucking 8 pumpkins? Yeah, right, dude.
Well, and like the other Halloween decorations. I don't know if you saw, like he was wrecking everything.
$200, fucker.
At least, right? Yeah, I know. Skirt. I'm gonna get out of there.
Actually, pretty much. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was great. I was vicariously living my customer service rage through him.
Yeah.
I was like, get that fucking pumpkin, dude. Even though he wasn't technically like
I don't know
retail or anything, but
like I
that
get
probably sucks.
Like that. Yeah, I was gonna say like I get probably working for someone like Amazon or whatever as a delivery driver. Probably a terrible job.
I heard they have weird rules and crazy quotas, and like you don't get paid well unless you do a shit ton of deliveries, and that's why they just be doing drive-bys, throwing packages out because they got the boss man.
That makes sense.
On their ass, being like, you got to deliver more. More. They do that
Oh,
to
that's
me at
good.
Best Buy.
I got
too.
like some really good like fruity
Just kidding.
wheat aspect.
I
man.
love my employer. Shop at Best Buy, you fuckholes.
At least we're not on Starbucks anymore. That's
Man, fuck. Oh, we can talk shit about Starbucks though.
good. Yeah, neither one of us work there. We can absolutely.
I'll talk shit
Oh.
about Best Buy. I don't even care.
I think Starbucks was a terrible job. I will be honest.
I miss a lot of things about it. I'm not gonna lie,
I miss the discount. That's what I miss.
dude. I ate. Fuck the discount. I stole sandwiches every day.
You didn't even eat still sandwiches. For anyone who doesn't know, they give you fucking free food every day. And they've been doing that since
I was the
COVID.
closing shift leader. So guess what? I had 2 bags of fucking cheese danishes, fucking croissants, whatever you want. At the end of the night, I'd be like, "Who wants what?"
Yep. Well, I
Dude,
think
I lived off cheese danishes.
I think I told you my girlfriend works there, and she somehow went through like all of her week's food markouts in like 3 or 4 days. And I was like, how did you manage to go through all 7
during
markouts?
COVID, it
Like,
was awesome. You had a bunch of markouts.
when you worked, it was like 2 a day. And you know what I would do? I'd get like one of the paninis, but I'd be like, oh, but I don't really like the cheese on that one. So I'd take out a breakfast sandwich and I'd take the cheese off of it, maybe the bacon. And then I would like just throw everything else away. I felt
Dude,
bad.
I
I was
was-
being so wasteful.
I was a fucker. I knew the ways to just get free shit. I hardly marked out a food markout for lunch ever. I would just take it.
I definitely didn't. mark
Or,
out
but a lot of
lunch.
times it was going like a double smoked bacon. Let's say it's going out on Wednesday. It was Wednesday. I would take that one. So it's like that shit's going
You
out.
know, when
tonight.
I was-
I'm not marking it out.
When I was living in Santa Fe, because it's a high cost living out in Santa Fe, right? And I had my apartment out there, I would bring home shit from Starbucks all the time. And I'm not just talking food, cups, bowls, plastic silverware, like
Oh, good
everything.
shit.
I was like, literally, like, I don't want to go to the store and
Coffee
buy
beans.
stuff.
Now that I have a coffee bean grinder, I have to go buy beans.
I know. Well, then you get spoiled because then you don't want like non freshly ground coffee. That's where my dad's at.
Low key, I don't want to admit this in front of the whole world, but I wanted to apply at Starbucks and work there 1 or 2 days a week. Just be a barista.
You know where else you could
So I get a
consider
bunch of
though
free shit.
would be like Michael Thomas. Have you ever been there?
the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Michael
Thomas is a local coffee shop here in Albuquerque, but it's a coffee house. Like it really is. You walk in,
Oh, so
there's
it's
a
real coffee
wall
shop.
of coffee. They have every type of coffee maker you could ever imagine. You know,
Oh, it sounds
Siphon,
like some
Chemex.
hippie California shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
And it's called Michael Thomas because of the sports guy. I think he was like a bicyclist or something like that. A
A
bicyclist.
basilisk?
Basilisk?
You mean that's what Harry Potter fought? That's what he said.
But no, what I love though is every time
Wait,
I go
wait.
to,
I just found this in my pocket. So okay, go ahead.
I'll literally be like, "Hey, can I sample this coffee?" And they'll literally dead ass like freshly grind it, and they'll do like a little pour over just for me to get a little like 4-ounce sample. They're dope, and they get coffee from all over the world.
Dude, in
You
San
want
Diego-
Bali? You want Peru? You want coffee from like Indonesia? Like which part of Indonesia, right? Like
Oh.
they'll break it down. It's all over the
So
place.
it's not about their brand. They just it's like a market and they
Yeah.
make it.
And then but they also have bags of coffee too. So like if you want like their French roast,
They
or,
have their
like-
own brand.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course they should. That's pretty sick.
No,
Dude, I
it's
went to
pretty
a place
great,
in
yeah.
San Diego that was like that. Shout out,
I'm
James.
going to San Diego in less than a week.
Shut the fuck up. Let's
I am. My
Why
girlfriend's
can't you
dad
go in like
is
3
paying.
or 4 weeks
my-
when I have all my fucking tax money and I have time off?
We'll probably be living there by then. Big announcement, by the way.
Shut the.
I'm moving to LA
I'm gonna
soon.
throw this beer at the fucking camera.
So now we're just waiting on Jay to get out to California.
Wait, say it again. I was so angry.
I'm
What'd
going to San Diego next week because maybe that'll make you less upset than me.
Okay,
moving.
for what? For leisure?
Not particularly, if that makes you feel better. My girlfriend's family is doing a cat show. Like there's, like cat shows, but they're like the ones who sell stuff. They're a vendor at it. So they need help.
Fucking cats, Eris.
I don't even like cats, I know. But anyway, I'm going out there to help.
Fucking cat. What if I just lose it
But
right
the
now?
part that I'm leaving out is the part where I'm looking at apartments in LA when I'm out there too.
That's what you do to me all the time. The apartment I'm looking at apartments in LA, fucker.
I've been trying to get him to go. I know you're waiting. You got your reasons.
Look,
That's
man,
okay.
I'm
I'm not rushing you. I'm not rushing. I'm American. Okay. Here in America, you take your time. Don't you worry
Here's
about
the problem. I love you, and I'm gonna miss you. We can't do the Garden Shed podcast with an empty ass fucking chair right here.
We'll have to like do like a cut right
But
down
here's
here.
the thing: I understand. I can't hold you back from chasing your dreams and living with your lady friend.
Yeah,
seems like a nice gal.
I know.
So I support you.
You've been over there with Alyssa.
You support
You
me.
guys have been doing good.
You
I know.
support me a lot.
I introduced them. I
You're
think
a
I
great
talked about
friend.
that a couple episodes ago, but
Man, this guy got me laid more than once, at least. Right?
at least twice that I'm aware of.
Twice.
But anyway, you'll be in California soon,
yeah,
and we'll
so,
both be there. Be good.
Long story short, I do need to end up back in California. Stuck in the desert for a little bit longer.
We'll be YouTuber filmmakers out in California.
But I can't decide. Southern, northern.
You know, I do like the Bay Area.
Dude, the Bay Area is where it's
My
at.
girlfriend hates the Bay Area.
I grew up there for a long time. I spent so much time there. It's the shit. I love it.
You know, I really like San Francisco because there's a lot of gays, and I get treated very well.
Well, living in the city in San Francisco, it's rough.
It's the
expensive.
highest crime rate, I think, in all of California.
Dude, it's weird right now.
It
San
became
Francisco
LA. Like
became-
LA in the 90s is like San Francisco now. And I'm like, what the hell
Weirdly
happened?
enough, the cost of living is beyond doable.
Oh, I was looking just for shits and gigs. I
And
was
then-
out there, I was looking at apartments, and it was like, I don't know, 2,800 for like 400 square feet. I was like,
Ridiculous.
what the fuck?
No, but the homelessness and the crime is like through the roof
Out of
as
control.
well. And
Out
the
of
last
control.
few times I went there, when I thought was like a good fancy part of town, when you get there, you're like, oh, I'm excited to get to San Francisco, and it's like blocks and blocks of tents, homeless people. You're like, what is going on here, dude?
I did like San Jose though. I thought San Jose had a pretty good
Well,
vibe
that's
to
all
it,
like
good
Silicon
energy.
Valley,
Yeah.
fucking Apple, Facebook,
Not cheap, I
Google,
know.
all the tech company money. Not cheap, but it's nice living.
I like the energy though. Just something about being there. Like I felt like on like a soul
Well, there's
level.
that.
Like this
think
is where I'm
there's energy.
supposed to be.
There's energy there.
Like it just felt right. Like
It's
I've never
very-
felt that way in New Mexico.
It's an ambitious place. Everybody's wanting to start a new company, and everybody's got money and good jobs. You know.
Did I tell you I did an astrocartography reading? You're probably like, what the fuck is that?
No, I think I know what you're talking about.
So like cartography, right? But astro being astrology.
Star map.
So you're laying over your astrology chart over the earth. And it literally was looking at like the energy centers I have. I have no energy center in New Mexico at all. I've been born and raised here my whole life. No energy center here. When you look at LA,
That's odd.
LA is
But
my
do
like,
you-
I'm going to hit the ground running. And that's like, I get my career started. I get things happening.
Please
you know-
watch Entourage before you move to LA.
Okay, I will.
Because you'll.
I will. San Francisco, though, I was going to say, because I had asked. I'm curious. I like San
Do you have
Francisco.
HBO Max?
I do.
Okay, cool.
So I asked
San
this
Francisco
I
is
asked this
amazing.
guy, because I was like,
But
what is there any energy running through San Francisco? He said, you have the same energy there. And I went on exchange to Cusco in Peru, remember? The same energy that runs through San Francisco is the energy that runs through Cusco, Peru.
Oh.
So when I was on exchange, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I was partying. Fucking girls were all over me. They were lined up. It was like one of the best times of my life. I'm just like kicking back,
Peru?
relaxing, doing my thing. I went out there to learn Spanish and like see all the historical sites, but I was just basically like having the time of my life.
this guy.
That's the
This guy fucked in Peru.
energy.
Believe it?
That's the energy that I have in San Francisco. Is that same one?
This guy's gonna fuck.
Is that like fun? Like let's party, let's relax,
Okay.
let's like enjoy the time. Whereas LA though, right? It's what I'm saying. That's like the work. You hit the ground running, and you were like in your career.
Yes and no. Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Is California in general. I've always said this my whole life, even when I was a kid and I didn't even know what this meant. I always said there's something magic about California. There's something special in the air. As soon as you're there,
I think so.
you have different motivation, you have different energy. The environment, what's it called? Imprints on you, and like
You know what I like about San Diego?
having green trees and sunshine all the time makes you more energetic. And then the hustle and
This was
bustle
gonna say.
of the
You know
city,
what I like
the
about
ambition of everybody.
San Diego specifically though is it's this like healthy lifestyle. It's like everyone's going for runs. They're on a bike. They're up early. They're out doing their thing. But they're like,
when I lived
but
in
like
San
they're
Diego,
enjoying it, right?
I got up early.
They go to the beach. They're going surfing.
I
It's
used
like
to go
it's-
hike this mountain all the fucking time. I was out on the back patio drinking coffee, looking at the sun come over the mountain, like early as fuck.
Yeah,
It's just different in California. I want to get up early and like watch the sun come
and that's
up.
the thing. That's
And
where
then
I'm
if I
like,
could go
I
surfing
do
at 5
like
a.m., oh, I
San
fucking would,
Diego.
dude.
I love San Diego for that reason.
San Diego's moderate speed. So like LA's high speed, grind.
Yeah.
Everybody's out for money, out for blood. San Diego, surfer town.
And there's a little bit of that
College
hippie because it
town,
was
man.
originally like kind of like a
Hippie
big hippie
town,
commune.
man.
So you got a lot of those still.
San Diego's the shit, dude. That's where I want to live, but I'm contemplating. Should I live in LA?
Yeah, I
with you?
know. Because I'm almost like I think long term I do want to go to San Diego. If I don't go to the Bay Area, like I think I want to go to San Diego.
If I could buy a house, raise kids and a family, it's either somewhere right outside the Bay Area or San Diego.
we're on the same page. You see
Yeah,
that?
okay, cool.
Why aren't we dating? I don't know. Like we're on the same page on all this stuff.
We
My
are
girlfriend is
dating.
literally like, San Diego's so far,
Uh,
or she's like the Bay Area, gross. And I'm like, what's gross about the Bay Area?
Alyssa teases us.
Why she got to be like that?
She's like, you guys fucking fight like a married couple.
We do. We almost had a little fight earlier today, actually, but we made up
It's all right.
because we love each
Because
other.
we do love each other. We basically are a couple, but we just don't fuck.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, we don't get the makeup sex, so that's probably the problem right there, huh? Can you pull up
But
our
that's good though.
our next video here soon? But
Two
anyway,
things-
I'm going soon, so whenever you're ready. And in the meantime, you
You're
come
gonna
out and
bum me
visit.
out. We can't talk about
You
it.
come visit.
We can't talk about it.
No, this isn't bad. This means you get a place to stay when you want to come visit.
It's detrimental.
You're gonna be fine.
So I'm coming to Cali all the time and I'm crashing on your fucking couch.
And then we're gonna have to like make films.
Your
and
girlfriend's gonna be mad.
record
Jay's
stuff.
sleeping on the couch and he farts all the time. He's still here. I thought he was going back to New Mexico, and I'm just all right about it.
Have you gotten to meet my girlfriend yet? You haven't, have you?
No, I told you guys to come hang out with us on New
Oh
Year's.
no,
You
yeah.
had to go party at
She
the club.
actually really wants to meet you too. Like she has
Listen, I've
actively
been
mentioned
dying
it,
to
you know.
meet her because this is like your trip.
Yeah, no, I literally was like, I need you to meet my two friends. Like you gotta come over. She forgets sometimes
You
though that like Alyssa was my friend before I knew you, and she just thinks of her as your girlfriend. So like I mentioned, like we went to yoga. Jay got a little jealous about it, but we went to yoga
Not like
together.
that, but I was
no,
like-
yeah, no, I know, not like that.
I
But
was like, man,
jealous that you didn't get to
I gotta work
go.
all day.
I know what it was. You know, I know. You know, Alyssa and I aren't gonna do something
Dude, I
together.
fucking
It's definitely.
trust you more than anybody.
You're like, I know what it was. You were like, I want to hang out with Eris and go to yoga. I know exactly what it was. No, anyway, so we go, and she's like, wait, like you're going with Alyssa, like not Jay? And I
She
was
was all
like,
weird?
no, not like
Wait,
weird about
what?
it, but I think because she, in her mind,
Yeah.
she kind of correlates like, hey, I'm going over to like Jay and Alyssa's. Like
Right.
when I kind of say it, like I'm going over there to go work on stuff with Jay.
Right, I got you.
Right. Like, I think in the past year, Alyssa and I have hung out like maybe 3 times without you. Like, it's not like it's very common
And
that
didn't
you're
you
not
come over
there.
and do yoga at the house.
We did, yeah.
I was happy about that. I was like, man, I'm so glad you guys hang out because you guys used to hang out all the time.
We did, I know. And then you guys started dating, and I was like, I don't really have time
I
to hang out with
stole I
Alyssa.
stole her. It wasn't
Honestly,
like that either.
it's-
It was just
no, honestly, it's the way both sides.
No
Because it's like,
time.
I don't get as much time with you because I know you're with her. I don't get as much time with her because I know you're with her. So that's where it's like, okay, yeah, I'll come over, and then I'll just hang out with both of you.
the both of us have been talking recently, and like we really want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
We do.
I mean, I
we
fucking
need
love
to
both of
meet
you.
your girlfriend.
I know. Well, hopefully she comes into town soon.
Well,
I'll
you
be
know
going
what?
over
She's
there.
already been here twice. So
Yeah.
now it's my turn. Gotta go to LA.
Yeah.
Love LA.
Well, I'm gonna be out there for like 5 days. I'm gonna go out there. We're gonna go straight to San Diego, do the cat show. But I want to spend like some time in San Diego, right? And then we're gonna go back to LA. We're gonna look at some apartments. So, in fairness, this trip is mostly business. It's not gonna be as much like leisure, you know. But it'll be good too because she's been struggling to find an apartment, and I know that. So
And what area are you looking?
she wants to be in West LA, like the most expensive part of LA. And I'm like,
Uh,
what if we went to the San Fernando Valley? She's like, that's far. And I'm like, but it's affordable.
from what? Where work?
She could always transfer. She's just at Starbucks, you know? I'm not trying to tell her what to do. Whatever she wants to do. My only thing
You could
about
live
it
in the valley
is
it'd be
I'm
cool.
just thinking,
You'll meet
I'm
a
like,
lot of actors.
the valley is nice because it's about 1,600 to 2,000 a month for like a 600 to like 900 square foot apartment.
Well, literally,
When you're looking at West LA, you're renting a bedroom for 2,200. I'm like, that's
all
not
about status. If
you
you're
know.
in West LA, West Hollywood, Santa Monica, any of that little area, you're like, you're wanting to be in the scene. If you're in the valley,
Yeah.
you know that it's more affordable, but you're still in the scene. Like, I think if you're sitting at a Starbucks in fucking Van Nuys or Studio City, whatever, you're
Yeah.
gonna bump into like cool ass people.
That's where I'm
Writing
like,
scripts,
I would be down for like
actors.
Sherman Oaks, Van Nuys, anything
Sherman
like
Oaks.
that. I was looking at a bunch of apartments over there and they were more affordable. They just were.
Anywhere in the valley is
I will say though,
what you gotta do.
she actually started looking at Hollywood. And for anyone who doesn't know this, apparently Hollywood is actually pretty cheap to
Well,
go live
it's
in.
fucking ghetto. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
The
Well,
last few times
and
when
that's
I
the
was
thing.
there, I
Because
was
she's like, well, we're not
like-
going to go live in East LA. We're not going to be in Compton. Right. And I'm like, but it's cheap.
no, don't, actually
No, I
don't.
know.
Don't go to Palmdale or any fucking thing like that. Stay inside, close to the city.
Oh, she has the thing about Inglewood. And I'm like, what's so wrong with Inglewood? I've been there before. I don't think it was that bad. She thinks it's super ghetto.
It
But
probably
she-
used to be,
But
but I don't
she
know now.
also thinks that Koreatown is very nice. And when I look it up online, it's always in every website, it's one of the top 10 worst parts
Isn't that
of LA.
close to downtown?
I don't
Stay
know.
away from downtown. That's where it goes down, I think, mostly.
Oh, I would assume.
I
Yeah.
think Inglewood has changed a lot because it used to be like fucking NWA, like
Hmm.
all that thug shit was in
Yeah.
Inglewood.
I don't
But
know.
Now it's probably all gentrified.
I would be willing to bet. Yeah. What else we got? Also, how long are we in on the episode right now? Do you by chance know?
About 2 hours.
It's not been 2 hours.
That's
You-
right. Joe Rogan does like 3.
Well, let's see. What do we got? We on an article? Oh, she didn't tell me. You were supposed to tell me. What are we looking at? What are we looking at right now? She doesn't want to say. She's
Surprise
being shy.
content?
That's okay. Anyway, so what do you guess are some of the top cities in America for divorce?
Ooh, I might be good at this one.
Oh, I might be good at this one. You're like, actually scroll down. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Top
now.
cities
hold
for
on.
divorce.
I think it is large cities too. It has small cities, but I'm more interested in large cities. So we're looking at actually on here on the website it has top 15 large cities for divorce.
So I
So
think
if
you-
just guess any of them, and I just
I'd
want to
say
see if you
leave
get 'em.
out the Midwest. That probably comes in middle or last. So I think we just want to start coastal because that's where people have the most crazy shit going on, chaotic lives.
Possibly
You know, I'm even thinking Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia.
I'd say fucking LA for sure.
LA is not on here. Let me see
You're
if Atlanta
kidding.
was. I don't think Atlanta was either. LA's not. Atlanta is
I want my
not.
fucking money back from college. God
I
damn.
want my money back. But
Okay, wait. Let me give me.
think something else in the South. Think something else in the South. Because it's
Islands?
what's another
Florida,
big city that's near like Atlanta, Georgia, like in another state?
Jacksonville.
Actually, there is some from
That's
Florida.
geographically close.
Let me see where we have
Tallahassee,
Tampa,
Tampa,
Florida,
Miami,
and we have Miami,
Pensacola.
Florida. Miami and Tampa are actually 7th and 6th, both respectively. Oh, you know what? Jacksonville is number 4.
Number 4 in Jacksonville.
Florida is not a good place to get married, guys. Don't get married in Florida.
Okay. Oh, Nevada.
Nevada.
Las Vegas.
Yep. Las Vegas, Nevada was on there as well.
Reno, possibly. Los Angeles, no.
No, I don't see Reno.
What,
Las
anything in
Vegas,
California?
though. Las Vegas is number 5.
Dude, I feel like I've seen some crazy fucking shit in California. I thought everybody was divorced.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No California, actually.
Well, good.
But think a state that's close to us then.
Texas.
Think
Right.
another state that's close to
Okay, I
us.
was like, Texas is old school.
Think another
They
state.
probably
that's
stay
close to us.
married even though
Who's
they hate
liberal?
each other.
A state that's close to us is liberal.
Colorado.
There you go.
Denver.
There's Aurora, Colorado,
Oh,
and Colorado
that's a Denver
Springs.
suburb.
And I'll give you Colorado Springs. It's kind of like the
well,
greater
that's farther
Denver
from Denver.
area.
Okay.
You
Aurora
know.
doesn't count.
But anyway, yeah, close. What's another state that's close to us? Maybe a little more
With
conservative.
that populace. Phoenix?
Tucson. Arizona
God
is
damn it.
number 3. And then I'll just break it down from there for our top 3. Do you want to guess the second one?
Wait,
It's a state we haven't said yet.
wait, have I said anything in top 3?
No, I mean, but you at least got it was in Arizona because I'm kind of giving you a
Okay,
hint. So
where
I'm
you
not going to
want-
give you a hint on the second one.
What do you want me to guess?
I want you to guess the second one. It's a state we haven't talked about yet, and it's not that close to.
And it
New
has
Mexico.
the second highest divorce rate.
Second highest divorce rate.
Let me think about some demographic
You got
info.
this. You got
I'm
this.
processing every 682,343
It's not near the coast.
YouTube videos I've ever seen in
It's
my
not
life.
near the coast.
All the 469,000 pages of textbooks I've read.
Just let's start with state. It's not near the coast. Either coast. Any coast.
It's not near the coast. Don't even give me any more hints. I'm thinking about data. Whatever I know about the
Yep. You got
universe, man. Who the fuck gets divorced? It's not in any of these religious
this.
parts.
White people.
It's the what? Yeah, they're fucking whack, dude.
Actually, there probably
don't
is a lot of
identify.
white people here. There's also natives though, so if that gives you also a hint. It's okay. I'll at least tell you the state. It's Oklahoma.
There's one. I know one city in Oklahoma.
What's the one city?
Oklahoma City?
It's actually Tulsa.
Oh my god, that's the capital, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Right? I don't know. Anyway, what's the number 1 city in America for divorce?
Number one.
Number 1.
Is it something random that I wouldn't think of right now?
No,
Is it like fucking Baltimore?
it's closer than you think.
To me right now? Geographically?
It's closer than you think.
Close to Oklahoma?
It's closer to you than it is to Oklahoma.
It's not Texas, is it?
Where do you live and go to work and spend like most of your time?
Is that Barque?
It's Albuquerque, New Mexico is the number
No.
1 city in the country for divorce.
That was the last city I was gonna fucking
Percentage
say.
of adults currently divorced, 15.1. Percentage of adults currently separated, 1.4. Percentage of adults currently married, a 39.8. And percentage of adults never married, 38.2.
What's the divorce one again?
15.1.
That's the highest?
For big cities in America, yeah.
And it's Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque,
Highest divorce
Mexico.
rate. Wow.
Don't get married here. If you get married to Alyssa, like go
I
to
was gonna
California
say, I'm like
first.
almost engaged.
Wait till you're in California then, because
Fuck.
California like wasn't even on that list.
Dude, California's great.
Yeah, so you need to wait.
You wake
Don't
up
do it
in
in
the morning and you
Albuquerque.
like your life.
Don't do it in Albuquerque.
I wake up in the morning and I have to take my dog out to poop and it's freezing fucking butt ass cold. And I'm like, fuck. Why didn't I wear more clothes?
Who ever close?
That's my first
Can you pull
thought
up
in the
our
morning.
last link? I think it's a little video. I think it was one I was watching yesterday.
Sorry for our
actually.
little tangent where Jay guesses states.
He did get his geography degree, or was working on a geography degree. So it was.
I might have like a geography AS.
Yeah.
I might
Okay.
have the credits
Like
for
an
that,
associate's degree
Yeah.
for sure.
but I bailed. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see if it'll actually pull up the video.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the Galaxy S24.
Okay,
you heard
before we
anything
talk
about
about
it?
that, let's talk
Go ahead.
about actual galaxies real quick.
How convenient. Didn't I just ask you about this last time?
Isn't that crazy?
What the shit?
But it makes sense.
No, hold on. Oh, it's still fucked.
It's still fucked. Thank you.
It's circling in. It's fucked.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But
okay.
it's
That was cool.
interesting to know that a star could potentially survive. So, like, if the black hole did move out of its area of orbit or whatever, which would make sense to me. I wouldn't imagine that every star would always be sucked up completely by a black hole. That it might only get a little bit on a go around.
It could lose mass. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
What it
about
what it
structure.
said is it took off the top layer of the star. So I think it did. It took off like that.
So it
that
took
top
matter
layer.
from the star. Now it's smaller.
Yeah, and I think every
Whoa.
time the star goes by, it's going to lose some of its
So that-
total mass.
Okay, that's
you
what I
know?
was just thinking. So it is able to rip away from it. That's wicked.
That's kind of interesting, huh? Because then that would beg the
God
question to me,
damn.
because I wasn't sure. I was like, well, clearly a star is just like this core of energy and it's constantly producing. So wouldn't you imagine that if a star were to get sucked up partially by a black hole, and let's say it never got touched by the black hole again, it could regrow into its same size? But I don't know. I don't know enough about astrophysics to know how stars work. I guess it can lose mass. I just assumed,
I think it would need to
That it would be
regain
able to-
mass to grow in size
I guess, yeah.
because the reaction is just kind of.
I don't know. Because there's just a constant reaction going inside of a star. I would imagine that it could regain its mass again. I don't know. We
I
need a
think it would
physicist
need-
on this. I don't know.
Because when a star forms, it takes like a fucking billion years of taking all this helium and hydrogen everywhere and fucking sucking it all together.
Yeah.
So it needs.
You know
it would
what's,
need more fuel.
what stars can do too is if you have a binary star and you could have one star sucking up from another star.
Oh, it does that, huh?
Yeah.
They don't just coexist. They fucking.
Yeah, and it seems like the bigger stars
They attack each other.
Like the bigger star is going to start pulling from the smaller star.
Whatever has a bigger mass, is bigger gravity, it
Yeah.
will start to attract another object. Whoa.
They literally have that in the intro of the show Star Trek Lower Decks. It's literally part of the opening shot that they have is like a binary star where it's like being sucked up into another star.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, anything
Well, what else do you have on your
Oh,
agenda
no, I think
for this
I
pod?
think we're done.
Do you want to call it a wrap, or what else you got for me tonight, brother?
I think that's a wibbity 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 wrap
All right,
for
folks.
us, I think.
You heard it from Mr. Harris Zaffer here.
Dr. Z.
Dr. Z. Ooh, I like that.
Honestly, I want to get my doctorate so I can be Dr. Z.
We're gonna have to edit over what I said earlier when I said history time with Harris Zaffer. No, history time with Dr. Z.
With Dr. Z. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell your moms, tell your sisters, your nieces, your aunts.
Dude, we have TikTok. We're on Instagram. We have 4 channels. Garden Shed Gaming. Garden
Which we're
Shed
going to
TV.
start working on more. We have some content for them. We're going to
Garden
start
Shed.
posting.
That one and Garden Shed this one.
He forgot the other ones,
Stuff
but that's
there.
okay. That's fine. Just look for anything Garden Shed or GS something. You know, it's fine. It'll come up.
GSP. That's us. We'll
GSP
see you guys
for
next
life.
time.
Signing out.
Thanks to our cast and crew today.